And we're live. Hi, everybody.
Professionals.
I'm very
Only way to
professional.
find
We
out. Like I
did it.
said, it was the
Only
only way
way
to
to
find
find
out.
out if what I tried to do worked and it didn't. But that's okay, because we're here. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Diana. I am Super Dylan. This is my little space on the internet. Um, And this is session one of Lost Across the Fence, which is a. Uh, somebody's already picking up on the speaker box on the Love Below. I love that. So we are here for session one of a campaign set in the Amory Wars universe. So Heaven's Fence, as written by Claudio Sanchez in the Amory Wars comic books. You should not need to know all of the details of the comic books to be here and to enjoy it, hopefully. And it's just a fun little world. There is a tip button if you do exclamation point tips, and you would like to, you could help me fill up that bar so that we can distribute that monies to the wonderful and beautiful people that you see up here. In fact, let's see who they are. Cappy, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Kappa. And I don't know how am I introducing myself? I use he, him, his pronouns. If you look up there. Yeah. I don't know what we're introducing. We did not discuss this.
Oh, just you and what you do.
Just me.
Yeah, you.
Oh. I was like, do I talk about my character? Okay, but anyway, I just stream TTRPG. Sometimes I game on my own channel, but I'll save that stuff for the end.
Okay. Apparently my captions have stopped, but I will. Oh, there they go. Okay, and then can we have who's next? Nor.
Hey, that's a whole me.
That's a
Hi,
whole you.
everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm Noir. I'm playing a prize. I always mess that up. My pronouns are the same as theirs, which is he, they. So what's up? I like your boy.
Absolutely phenomenal and wonderful, Glyza.
Hello, I am Glyza, a podcast host of Classical Adventures for One. That's mostly what I talk about whenever I introduce myself, but I also dabble in what? TTRPGs, okay? I play around, so today I'll be playing Richard and his, they, them pronouns. And they are going to be so much fun to play with. I hope you like them because I really worked hard on trying to look like them. If you haven't noticed,
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Wally.
Sup, y'all? Wow. Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet, who will not judge you if you randomly grabbed a sweatshirt from the Lost and Found that had a random band on the t-shirt. And when you ask them about what band that is, are you a fan of it? And you say no, I will try to introduce you to the music. Did I read someone? I don't know. You can find me on the internet just talking my brain, talking about stuff that uses me. And today I am playing Speakerbox. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited to be playing this character.
I'm very excited for everybody to see this character. And Austin.
Hey everyone, I'm Austin. I'm here. I'm also a prizes. Uh my pronouns
rise.
My pronouns are he, they, she. My character's pronouns are he, they, she. My character's name is The Love Below. And I think that's all I have. I don't know. I'm also like, I don't know what I'm supposed to. I do stuff online. I'm sure we'll say a bunch of stuff at the end, and I'm sure there's something in chat right now. And you know how to like use the resources of the internet because you're here watching this. So
Yeah, very true. Apparently, our overlay went away briefly, but I'm sorry. It's back. I don't know why. Apparently, tonight is the night that everything decided to kaput.
Everything's testing us. It's okay.
It's testing. It's testing me. It's
We're
fine.
doing okay.
Thank you, everybody, for your support.
Prize like prize. We had it right the first time.
That
we were
is
down ourselves. See, that's the problem. That's why I'm glad we have you, chat.
That's correct.
There we go.
Fantastic. Well, everything seems to be working. Not to jinx it, but let's keep going. I think we've introduced all the beautiful cast members. I will be our GM. We are playing in the Cortex system, and we are also making it up a little bit as we go. So, if everybody is ready, bless you. We'll get started. So, far from where we are right now, a young man is fighting in the beginnings of a rebellion. He's learned some pretty harsh truths and gathers his allies. But we are very far from there. We are in a quiet part of Kalline. And today was a pretty normal day, as far as recently is to be compared. The rebels, mostly just trying to survive, had a pretty easy night off. There was some drinking of some not so bad swill. There was some exercising, some socializing. Speaker Box got some much needed rest and alone time. And Alos saw the bunker really for the first time in full, until a routine convoy just out to grab some supplies came back with not just a few injuries. It kind of burst in the door, and the commotion started from what was a quiet night. And you learned that they were noticing a lot of Red Army footprint, a lot more presence in the area, enough to get them hurt, which has not happened in quite some time. Speaker Box, you in particular, everybody is sort of looking to find out what our reaction should be.
He kind of like just takes up his hat and he like rubs his head a bit. He's like, all right, guess I gotta do this. He like walks up and like drags like a chair, pulls it up in front, and stands up and looks out towards everyone. All right, everyone listen up, eyes up front. You know me, I'm Speaker Box. I'm one of the commanders here, doing my best to try to lead you guys. You know, when I'm around. Yeah, when you're around. You! I see you over there. We are dealing with more Red Army are showing up in places where we didn't usually expect them to be. Is this a thing we should worry about? Probably. But I will say this, we should be prepared to handle this, all right? We should be ready to go out and fight and go after them. Because even though, yes, we may be a small army. Yeah, we're a small army. Go for it, I swear. You? We are a small army, but we are mighty in all of our skills, and I'm certain we can do our best to handle this. And he gets off the chair.
There's my boss.
Yeah, there's a slow clap that does start with Alos. You're just like looking around like, and it kind of spreads a bit throughout the crowd. A little unsure. Looking around, it is a small group. And the injuries that the convoy came back with are not small. You see the medics are kind of like rushing them back. Elijah kind of taking them and patching them up as they're going into the med bay. So a little inspiring, but with some hesitation in the crowd. For now, the injured parties have been whisked away to get taken care of, and it is late at night, so there's nothing really a present threat that you can sense. You don't hear any, cars on the way. You don't hear any gunshots in the distance. But if you're going to do what Speaker Box said, you're going to have to put together some sort of a plan here.
I would like to lean over and whisper to the first person that is in distance. When you all slap your hands, that means that you're done talking?
No, it's a good thing. We're happy when we clap our hands. Slap the hands.
I lean in. Wait. So slapping means you're happy.
Only when it's the hands.
Oh.
Like that.
All right. I've put that down. He pulls out this little notebook and quill. And he just writes down that humans slap their own hands from time to time when they're happy. Makes
Happy
sense.
to help.
So every time you're happy, you slap your hands.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wasn't around when they gave him that feature, but it's nice to see how you changed from the original concept.
Trust me, I am totally a human.
Is that different than just a human?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Extra human.
Wait, they're totally
okay.
humans and now they're regular humans? This is
What is
getting
happening?
out of hand.
Yeah, you hear all of this because it's gotten very quiet in here. So this discussion, like at first it was like a declaration of us going into battle and has led to this conversation about with Philip trying to decipher what the purpose of clapping is.
Richard leans into Alice and's like, I think the term is messing with them.
So okay, so they know what applause is.
I don't think so.
They're just messing with me because I'm new.
No, I'm messing with them because it's fun.
So they don't know. Why don't they know
don't.
that?
I don't know. I think it's funny though. Yes.
What's up, guys? How was that speech? I kind of winged it, the second half of it.
I thought it was pretty good.
Now,
Yeah.
I know for a fact that humans don't have wings.
I'm happy.
You know what?
The
No,
speech was
you're
good. Spearbox, you would have deserved a drink if I didn't already drink it.
Oh, that's right. Richard drank.
You know
I
what?
drank.
I'll accept the fact that the drink that you would have offered me would have probably been delicious, and it's a perfect sign of what our friendship is really like.
So wait, is it? It's hard to get those kinds of drinks out here.
Oh, incredibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad.
There were drinks?
There were little cups. I was told that they have to savor them. And also I was told not to perceive that one.
You are far from home.
I am very far from home.
Yeah.
A shot of whiskey is you can go around the corner at any point to get a shot of whiskey if you want it.
You're really
Oh,
far from
you say shot, and I like take out a giant gun.
I reach a hand over. I put my hand on the gun, just lowered down, but still like maintaining eye contact to Alice. Like, no, really, it sounds like you're definitely from a place that's far from here.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for not letting everyone know that they might be here for me, the Red Army.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, kid. I kind of forgot that you were that.
Should not have said anything.
No, it's great. I mean, these are kind of things I really need to know about to do my job better. But yeah, but we should actually talk about that eventually.
Okay. Yeah.
Until then, though, Love Below. First of all, let me ask you the simplest: how's your training been going?
Good.
It's good. What I want you to do today, part of your training is, I want you to, and he pulls out like a list of tasks that he has to do. It's just like menial tasks, like just part training is what this is part of.
What is toilet?
That's a toilet.
Toilet.
Yes, toilet. And see, you know how you're gonna take this brush and you're gonna stick it in the toilet. And you're gonna just scrub away at the sides. Scrub away.
Wax in, wax out.
It's all about it's gonna build up your reflexes, muscle work, and everything. So that's part of your training.
Is it target practice? Can I shoot it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, later on, if you want to, like, if you find a wrecked toilet later
on, I walk away as soon as you say sure.
That's gonna catch up to you eventually.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get you checked out, kid. And he pats Alice on the shoulder with a boom.
Yeah. Yeah. I just I don't know where I'm going to sleep. I was in the med bay the entire time. I've been here. Is there a like a bathroom that I can go to that's not about to be destroyed?
Oh, you want the really fancy ones. Richard, he wants the fancy ones.
Oh, no,
that would
fancy,
be your
just...
bathroom. Speaker box. My bathroom is so not fancy.
What do you mean? I have the I do not have the.
You're like the boss. Of course, your bathroom is the fancy one. I can the
wait.
mechanic here.
I mean,
the mechanic. I like the grinder here. Okay.
I wouldn't call my bathroom fancy. I mean, look, all the porta potties have no doors. Just mine just happens to have one broken hinge.
Fancy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is like a partially blown up old bunker, and all of the restrooms that you're all fighting over, which one is the nicest or the worst, they're all pretty rough, pretty dinged up.
I'm just saying, maybe fine. Look, there is a bathroom down the hall. You're gonna make a left if you went too far because you fell off a ledge, because we're actually on the second floor, but you'll find it, don't worry.
So Richard basically looks at Alice and like, come on, Whiskey, I'll show you where it is.
Okay. Did you call me Whiskey?
I did. Do you like it? I'm trying out nicknames.
Okay, sure.
Cool. Whiskey. And then if you don't like it, just tell me. I can come up with another one. I like to, workshop my nickname. So let me show you where the fancy bathroom is that Boxy speaker box is over. Do you like Boxy? No. Speaker box.
He like thumbs up.
Sweet. It's over there. And then just sort of like walks towards speaker box's bathroom.
Okay. Bye. And I'll go waving over to Philip and and speaker box, and then just go follow Richard.
Great. You successfully find a restroom and some peace. Out here in the main hall, most of the rebels kind of grumble their way into their cots. Things have been really, I wouldn't say peaceful, but everybody has gotten used to just surviving out here. So the idea that things are going to kick back up again in any way unknown to them yet seems to have everybody pretty low morale. So they kind of grumble their way into their cots, happily having had at least a fun night of drinking before this happened. So they do get to go to sleep. Leaving just you, just you and Kyle and Elijah comes back out of the med bay, kind of pulls like all of her hair like all the way up into a bun on the top of her head, and has a piece of paper curiously mulling over in their hand.
Like leans over their shoulder.
Yeah, I guess this is for you.
Takes it.
It's got some coordinates on it. And then it just has a series of letters and numbers.
I know the coordinates, but not sure what the letters and numbers are. This is just how you got it?
He's asleep, but this was in his hand.
Huh. All right, thanks. I gotta find someone to translate this stuff. Thanks.
Sure. Hey, any idea that we know what's going on out there? I don't love the idea that the army's back.
I mean, really, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to lie and say everything is gonna be all hunky-dory, go to sleep, and you wake up and things are gonna be a little bit better for a couple of hours and you sink back into the dread again? Or try my best to keep you in the dark just enough so you can get some sleep at night?
Wow, boss. I'll take the one that lets me sleep at night.
That's what I thought. Look at it like this. They're out there. They're always going to be marching. It's just, this is the first time we've seen them this close. It's something to worry about. But it's not enough to worry about that they're not going to be here tomorrow or in the next couple weeks. They're far enough away. And by the time they get close enough, we'll be ready to handle them.
Okay. All right. Good luck translating that thing.
Yeah, thanks. I have no idea how to translate this stuff. I gotta find someone.
She pretends she doesn't hear that and she walks away to go to bed.
He stops and thinks about this, like, do you think? Nah. And he heads off.
Does anybody else want to do anything before the night ends?
I think Philip is going to the bathrooms because his notes are a little incomplete.
Sure.
There's something, according to what one of the humans said, that was involving a wax on and wax off.
Yeah.
And from what I can see, they also mentioned that this was training material, but what they're doing to it is completely disrespectful. So I think I'm going to try and figure that out for the night.
Okay. You spend the night studying toilet.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love it, actually. I think we can make a roll.
Let's roll some dice.
I think we can roll some dice here. What would you
First roll. Let's see.
first roll
Oh.
is to figure out toilets. That's what the
Oh,
first
no.
roll of this game is.
I would like to
Roll for
toilet.
toilet.
Roll,
You please roll for toilet.
please roll to find out what a toilet does.
It's actually a single in the next album. Roll for
Yeah,
toilet.
that is. I will message Claudio. Claudio, I got a great idea for you.
I hope he like happens to be watching right now.
Yeah, I hope not. Oh my
Scribbling
god.
down roll for toilet. Oh my god.
So scared.
Roll
I
for
guess.
toilet.
I guess we could say this is technical engineering.
I was gonna give you technical engineering plus intelligence.
Okay. So that means that I roll I have a D8 for intelligence and I have a D6 for technical engineering.
That is correct, and that is what you're going to roll.
All right. So let's mother flirting do this then. We're gonna start with my technical engineering, which I rolled a 6, and my intelligence, which is a D8, and I rolled a 2. So that's a total of 8.
That is a total of 8. And that is pretty good. I would say that with that roll, you spend the night like curiously staring at this thing. You like push on the handle a couple of times.
Like the first time it flushes, I jump back. Like,
Yeah. And you know a lot, you understand a lot about the universe. Maybe you just haven't zoomed in on this one particular thing before.
I'm a big picture kind of guy.
Big picture kind of guy. But you can decipher that this is some sort of waste management system.
Nothing that they told us was accurate. So
It
it's
is
gonna-
odd that they want to use it for target practice. It's not a usual target.
My notes specifically say toilet, wax on, wax off, part of your training meant for brushing. There is no mention of excrement at all.
No.
So that's my night. Thank you.
I want to shoot a toilet.
So you are
I want to trick shot a toilet, like down the hallway, bounce it off a door frame, hit a toilet.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
great.
Yes.
It's target practice, and I'm
Bank
like, well,
shot.
this is clearly too easy because I'm
Yeah.
just standing in front of it. So I'm like, I must have to hit it at an angle.
Okay.
Curve the bullet.
Fantastic. So now my question is, my
Mhm.
my main question
Yes.
is, are you going to go, because you're right outside, like you're right inside a big junkyard. So there are probably a ton of broken toilets out there. Or are you going to like Hulk smash out a toilet from inside the bunker and throw it across the wall? It is your decision.
Someone say evens or odds, please.
Even.
I will find a not in use toilet. You are all
Aw.
lucky.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
That is not the role that Richard wanted.
Yeah. So out in the junkyard, there are definitely a couple of these like broken down, busted half toilets that you can grab.
Yeah, I like set up like 3, and then I go find like a vantage point. I'm gonna try and hit all 3 with one bullet.
Okay. Let's do another roll. Let's do a strength, and I'm going to say athletics unless you want to make an argument for something else.
I mean, I have gun
You
as a skill, and I have
Oh,
a
you're
gun.
like okay, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead and roll that, please.
So strength is a D10, and my gun is a D6, and I rolled a 5 and a 2.
7. Okay. All right. Look, what does this look like? Because it goes perfectly.
So I like set up the 3, and I'm kind of looking at them, and I'm like, that's too close, and I set them a little farther apart, and they're in like a weird triangle, as you know, one toilet's like the point. If there's a guard shift, you know, like you have 2 in the back, and then there's a point guard, and they're all like they can watch the 3 sides. And I go find a vantage point that'd be like in the blind spot of a guard,
Yeah.
and it whizzes through the first side toilet, and then when it hits the second side toilet, it ricochets out of the front and hits the toilet in the front and the back.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. LOC from you're like inside basically a tight little cubby. That is where the available bathroom is. And you hear like this loud like I mean it's basically little tiny explosions that you hear down the hall. Nothing else follows.
Okay. Whew.
Okay. Otherwise, Glyza, you're muted.
Richard is watching The Love Below while they're doing this, and is just like, do another one over there.
I gotta
do another one.
I gotta do another one.
Yeah, I mean, I think. No, you know what? Let's roll again.
Okay.
Just to see what happens.
I got a 7 and a 1, so 8, so better.
Yep. Okay. I mean,
I think this time so like the first time it was like in like this giant fucking anime sniper gun. The second time I break my gun down into like a pistol, and I like run and like jump shoot all 3.
yeah. You jump and perfect. Again, more crashes from
Now with your eyes closed.
I haven't mastered that quite yet. You may want to move. You could die.
Okay, and then just like goes behind him.
All right. With your eyes closed, I'm gonna have you. You're,
Something for sure.
you're gonna level down your gun roll, so your
Okay,
strength
so
will
it'll
stay
be
the
a
same.
D4.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I got a 1 on the D4, but don't worry, I rolled a 10 on the D10.
Wow. So you just made it happen anyway. No.
Fucking Bayonetta shoot like behind my back.
Yep.
Richard is the happiest he's ever been. He's just like, yeah.
I like do the action reload thing.
Yeah. People at this point in their bunks are like starting to rouse. They're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Target practice.
Target
What are you
practice.
doing? What are you doing?
It's like just like shoving a pillow like over their ears. And Kevin rolls into view. For those who haven't met Kevin, Kevin is a very small stack of 3 circles that moves by Kyle. Oh, Kyle. Kevin. Kyle. Thank you. Kyle is a stack of 3 circles, a little robot who kind of rolls all wobbly into frame and kind of looks up curiously at you, says, "That's not particularly helpful, is it?"
Target practice is very helpful. It makes me a more lethal assassin to ensure the safety of everyone here.
I could argue that everyone needs their sleep.
Richard is losing his mind and is just like rolled over laughing at this whole conversation. And it's just like the funniest thing. He's just like rolling over and he's just laughing out loud. That is what is happening right now.
Are people not sleeping? No one addressed that they weren't sleeping.
You you say that, and Kyle doesn't say anything. Kyle just turns and looks at all of the people in the bunks behind you, like kind of like tossing and turning and like trying to like tape pillows to their ears with scotch tape. I'm very frustrated. Look, we could do this tomorrow in the day.
Well, of course, I'll also train tomorrow. Absolutely.
It might be good for you to get some rest.
Oh, I mean, I feel extremely rested and refreshed, but I can understand that it seems others don't, but I don't know why they didn't say anything. That seems like a personal problem of theirs to not have the confidence to speak up to me and report something. Instead, they went and got the you to tattle at me.
In the background, Richard is going,
I'm not. Nobody tattled to me. I don't need sleep, so I figured I'd come.
Well, then why are you concerned? They can say something if they're upset. Is someone upset? I say holding a giant anime gun.
I will bring that up with the troops.
Richard finally sort of stops laughing. He's like, that was fun. The love below. People want to go to sleep. You did really well, but people should sleep. We should sleep.
Oh, that's all someone had to say.
So, Kyle, see you later, my man. And just sort of walks in.
You too, my man.
Yeah.
And Kyle wobbles away, back to the gym where Kyle lives. Alos, are you? It suddenly becomes very quiet out there, and when you do leave the restroom,
Yeah.
it's kind of empty. Everyone's in bunks somewhere.
Yeah. While the shots were going off, Alice is just kind of huddled up in there, like, don't let that be the Red Army. But kind of massaging his arms,
Yeah.
making sure that they're not that the soreness is just fatigue and not something else, something bubbling up. But as he leaves and starts wandering the compound of the barracks, and everyone's sort of sleeping in cots or mats, whatever, you realize no one kind of told him where he should be. And so he's just, after about 10 minutes or so, he's going to find an empty one.
Yeah.
And slowly just settle in and think to himself, at least they're not hunting you.
Yeah. You rest in this cot. It's clearly not inhabited. You have it to yourself, and you all get a restful evening of sleep. When you wake up, you do hear speaker box. You probably are the first to notice it, but you all do hear it in the far off distance. You hear the sounds of engines and rolling tires. It's way towards the city, for sure, but you do hear more activity than usual.
Speaker box sits up in their cot and pokes her head out. Like, fudge. Heads out and just like grabs like a piece of metal and just bangs it on the side, making some noises like to wake up everyone.
I spring out of bed and point my gun at the nearest person.
You at the nearest person is just probably some like scrawny soldier who's like just barely gotten out of bed. It's like, what?
You're not a threat. And I like go, I like look around and say,
Wow!
Damn, man, I just woke up. Like,
would you rather be deemed a threat? I don't think you'd enjoy to find out what was going to happen.
well, I mean, you gonna shake my confidence? We're supposed to go after the Red Army whenever.
Oh, okay. It wasn't okay. So people don't like when you say what's true. You would rather I say you were a threat.
It seemed like it was meant to be patronizing. I guess it was not.
Patron? Like a benefactor?
Condescending.
Oh. No, I just meant factually you don't look threatening. I could probably take you quite easily. I don't mean anything by it. It's just how it is sometimes. There are people who could take me easily, I'm sure.
I'm not so sure.
At this point, can I have Philip just kind of show up at the door
Yes.
and just ask the love below, when you're done talking to the human that's not a threat, can I have a moment with you, please?
Oh yeah, of course. Are we done, not threat?
Yes, we're done.
Lovely.
It's like starts flossing angrily.
And walk away.
Like while like Lovelow's walking away, speaker box bumps past. Oh, sorry. Just keeps going.
Join the resistance.
Philip.
Be a part of something.
I wanted to ask because you seem to have more experience with them. Do you truly feel that we should be interfering? I don't see anything here that warrants our intervention.
I mean, it's fun.
I don't understand.
It is so it makes the time go by and it's enjoyable to see what'll happen. It's a good way to test your skills.
Would you not rather be home?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, we'll go back at some point, and it'll, whatever will be, and we'll come back again later and see what shook out.
I worry that too many of us have decided to guard these humans. I don't see any reason why we should.
Oh, takes off their glasses. I don't know if I see myself as guarding these humans. I see myself as proving that I'm the best warrior there is.
Against humans?
Well, yes, they have become quite efficient at killing, and I just shoot at everything.
I mean, they're disassembled so easily. But I suppose you've spent more time here than I have, so.
I mean, there are some things that are quite enjoyable, but home does sound nice from time to time. But, well, back home they don't partake to my penchant for shooting things as much.
Well, according to the last words, we were only meant to interfere if they were to dabble in the affairs of God. And they just are so small. And
Very, but I'd say the scales of life and death they're working on are not acceptable. They've gotten a little out of hand.
then let's quickly join them and find the ones responsible for things going out of hand and disassemble them because I
No,
want to go home.
that sounds lovely.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't mind Richard like snooping in and hearing this.
I don't think either of these two have any kind of context to not have anyone here all of this.
Context clues? What?
Oh wow, that made me emotional. Okay. So the rest of you wake up sometime around while this conversation is happening. People are trying to get ready and will probably be waiting for some sort of direction once they do. What's everyone else doing?
Well, Richard was actually in the background while they were having this conversation. And you can tell for the first time he doesn't really have the jovial face that he's known for, like the fun Richard. He looks serious as he listens to this discussion between the two prize. And he just stands there and waits for the conversation to be over and watches Philippe and the Love Below walk away. But his face is like a cloud of seriousness, something that isn't really normally seen in Richard.
Yeah. You kind of stick around there for a while in the echoes of that conversation, absorbing what you heard. Speaker box, Alos, what are you up to?
Hearing the alarm and seeing people starting to scramble and get up, Alos is gonna try and follow suit and look around, really try and emulate what everyone else is doing, finding the first person that he recognizes. Maybe it's Elijah, maybe it's Speaker Box, whoever's around. How can I help? I want to do something. I want to be useful.
Okay. Elijah, what do we need right now?
We need you to figure out what's on that paper. And we need new people to have equipment. And she looks at Alos and is like, who brought you here? Do you have anything?
No. I mean, I used to work in a hospital. Maybe I could, or and dealt with information systems. You're trying to figure out some sort of code. Maybe I can help.
Information systems. That's like technical stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah. I think I can.
Puts the paper in his hand, and he puts his hand on his shoulder, like points at the paper, like, all right, see that right there? That's obviously coordinates right there.
Okay. Yeah.
The second part is what's confusing us. That is a straight up coded cipher or something. We have no idea what to make of it. If you can figure out what they're saying there, you'd be a huge help. And well, then you'll be the official cipher going forward. So hey, don't screw up.
Sure. Okay. And I'll take a crack at it.
Yeah.
Trying to understand what it is, given my background of things. I don't know.
And as you start to look at it to decipher it, Elijah is like, yeah. And in the meantime, what are you going to do to help us fight? What are you good with?
I've never really fought. I was just a regular person back in what would regular society be called?
You can say that you were in suburbia.
Okay, cool.
Everybody will know what that means.
Yeah, I'm a kid from suburbia.
I
that
mean,
was
All right,
was hunted.
Wait,
Right.
Right. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, technically, we all were, I guess. Um, how strong are you? Can you?
Um, I tried lifting one of the things in the gym and promptly failed. I didn't want to push it. But if it comes down to it, can I I can do something really r- destructive, I guess. I don't know how to control it just yet.
All right. If you don't know how to control it, then we can't count on it. So we got to give you something in the meantime. Can you drive?
Yeah, I can drive.
All right, we got a driver.
Perfect.
There.
Good. All right. I'll set that up. In the meantime, do look that over.
Okay.
I would like you to give me intelligence and maybe either technical engineering, scientific expertise.
Oh, okay. Sure. So let's see. That would be a D12 for the intelligence and a D4 for scientific expertise.
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great?
Oh,
What is not
yeah.
great though?
4 total.
Wow. Okay, you meant that. I was gonna give you that was gonna be an easy roll too.
Yeah.
Looking at it, and it might just be the chaos of this situation, but looking at it, it doesn't. I'll tell you this: it doesn't make sense for it to be a cipher. It's
Okay.
too short, and there aren't enough repeating letters for it to be a cipher. It doesn't look like if you replaced any of these with words, it would still just be a bunch of random letters. It doesn't make
Got
any
it.
sense.
Got it.
As for what it is, not sure.
Not sure. Okay, I know what it's not. So
Yeah.
that's a good start. I'll keep at it throughout the until told otherwise. Then.
Yeah. So he's looking this over. Speaker box doesn't look like he's coming to any sort of instantaneous heroic decision about it.
All right.
It's not a cipher. But it does look it. There's something familiar about it. I can't put my finger on it. Just give me a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna count on you to deal with this and figure out what that is.
Okay.
As soon as you figure it out, look for Elijah or look for Kyle. They will be wheeling around, and just tell them what you found out from it.
Okay.
He looks over at Elijah and then looks out towards the distance again. The rumbling is getting louder.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably 3 days.
Yeah. How about we get those supplies back?
Yep. All right. Let's do this.
I'll make sure everyone's ready. And are you planning on going?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if those guys are out there, they're gonna run across me eventually. And might as well let the world know I'm back.
All right. Just do come back here. I know you like to play at it, but we need you. Don't make a big deal out of that. Just come back in one piece.
And what he does is he takes his finger, like lightly flicks them on the forehead. Don't worry about me.
That's better. There you go. Okay. and she just walks back and starts rummaging through some like metal boxes that are pinned on the walls, pulling out a couple of things, and then she eventually pulls down a set of keys. She says, "New guy," and flicks them over to you.
Does it hit me in the face?
She's a pretty good throw, so
Okay, cool.
I think it
So
goes to your
definitely
hand.
hits me in the face.
And she says, "That's for your ride."
Cool. And I'll head over to I guess there's like a garage or like hangar or something.
Yeah, there's a hangar. There's one exit from this from the bunker that leads directly into what used to probably be a storage facility of some kind, and now holds a couple of vehicles. They're all they're all pretty old, but they all look like they are in pretty decent shape. And they've all been modified. None of these look like the cars in your old neighborhood. They've definitely got some additional amenities on them.
Okay. Cool. I'll do the thing where you press the button and then which one is it?
Yeah. You boop boop and you see some floodlights come on that point very low to the ground, and you see that there is a car that has like extended shields over the headlights so that the lights don't go up too high.
Okay.
You can basically just see a couple of feet in front of your ground, in front of the ground, when you're driving this at night. But yeah, you definitely have the car.
Okay. I'll get in, just get acclimated, and sort of. Okay. Whew. Okay. Don't get me killed, and I won't get you blown up. All right. And I'll pat the steering wheel and yeah. And then just wait there, pull out the sheet of paper again, and start analyzing it until told otherwise.
Okay, good. Inside, what is everyone else doing?
Do we hear the like the car noise kind of go?
You wouldn't hear that, but you definitely overhear probably the tail end of that conversation, where the keys are thrown. There's there was going to be a convoy going out to deal with this situation.
I'm gonna go with the jingling metal things.
Yeah.
Just kind of looks at the love below, walks by him, and he stops, looks back to the love below, and it looks like they want to say something, but they just don't. It just keep going.
I find speaker box.
They're out. They're back where the main courtyard area.
Wherever you are, when you turn around, I'm standing at full attention, waiting for you to tell me something.
Richard walks up to speaker box. So you're going out?
Yeah, I am. I am. It was bound to. It was going to happen eventually. Honestly.
Can I come?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Why?
And then Richard looks at the love below and looks at Philip and then looks at speaker box. I just feel like there's something I need to do, from the past. Just like your past.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Get yourself equipped up and ready to go. We're gonna be leaving pretty soon.
Cool. And Richard walks away, still still being super serious and like, and gets ready, goes to goes to their shop and just sort of like get their things together and, comes back out to the courtyard and waits until it's time to go.
Gotcha. I forgot to mention, Kappa, take a plot point for that failed cipher roll earlier.
Yay.
Yeah.
Speakerbox looks at Love below. You can relax, kid. At ease or whatever. Are you ready for this? Obviously you are.
Ready for what exactly, Commander?
Oh, well, we're about to head on out and see if we can get those supplies back.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, if you don't want to go on this mission, you don't have to.
Well, I'm not sure what else I would do. People here are quite boring.
Tell me something. Why do you want to do all this?
Because I'm good at it?
Believe me, if I was good at what I would do, I would probably be still doing what I was doing in the past. I mean, what drives you to wake up every morning and keep on doing this?
The satisfaction of being good at something and completing a task.
Huh. All right, I got some training for you, kid. All right? This is what I want you to do. Next time we go out there, right? I want you to think long and hard. I get you're amazing at what you do. You're awe-inspiring or something. And yeah, you enjoy the satisfaction of doing something good. But I want you to go out there today while we're going out and getting those supplies and bringing them back here. I just want you to think about the people we're helping. The people back here, the people who are struggling. So just keep that in mind.
Should I think about that instead of focusing on the task at hand?
No, focus on the task. Focus on the task at hand. Just keep that in thought in the back of your mind.
So think about that, but still execute extreme deadly force if necessary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy, kid, you're something, all right?
I'm a prize, to be precise. Sitting here to protect the will of God on high and ensure humans don't meddle in their affairs too heavily. I'm also an extremely trained and deadly warrior. Only 4 people have seen me before they died.
Speakerbox is just kind of like, you know what?
I said I was something. I just wanted to, in case it wasn't clear, I didn't want any confusion.
No, there was no confusion at all, kid.
Oh, perfect, Commander.
You're fine. You're fine. Just keep up the good work. And he heads off to get ready to go.
I inline step behind you.
And he lets him follow him.
Excellent. What are you armed with, Speakerbox? Anything?
Yeah, I'm armed with 2 guns.
You guys-
That's what I'm armed with.
Nice.
You know what my heavy weapons proficiency is? D12 and D10. Pow, pow. What's up, Raven? With that party rate of 7. Welcome to the gun show.
Welcome to the gun show.
AKA me.
That's a great way to start.
Is Richard grabbing anything from the supply box?
Just a pistol. They're not really trained with guns, but
That's not
they
your
fight
forte.
differently.
Got it.
They fight differently.
Yeah. Philip grabbing anything in particular?
We're just dismantling humans. I don't think I need anything.
Good. I'll go with what I came with. Is Philip's good, and Love Below
They're
does
just
have a gun.
pieces
So
of dirt blessed by divinity. We can easily reverse engineer the process.
Fantastic. So you all head out then towards the garage, and you see the headlights for one car on, the engine kind of rumbling it as it kind of just lightly bumps up and down.
He heads over to the car and like taps on the window.
I'll roll it down because that's the kind of window that this
It
is.
absolutely is.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like you gotta go.
Goes down very slowly.
Speaker box. I think I'm good. I think I'm ready.
So did you figure out what it says?
Oh, did I figure out what it says?
I would say let's give me that same roll again. Now that you've had plenty more time to think about it.
All right, here we go. The D4 is first, and then the D12. Oh, that's a 4 on the D4, and a 6.
Ooh,
10 total.
Not bad with a 10. With the 10, and that's pretty much all you needed. Your eyes like kind of adjust on it for a second, and you realize that the reason you couldn't get it before is because you were overthinking it. Trying to look at it as a cipher made it too confusing. Looking at this, it's a random assortment of letters and numbers. There's no repetition. There's no pattern. This is a very, very intricate password to something.
Oh. Okay. I'll convey that. Just yeah, this we're always told to keep our things safe and secure with passwords and whatnot, and so this has uppercase letters, lowercase letters, punctuation, special characters. This is a password to something. I'm assuming the bit that you said or the coordinates are where we're supposed to go and input this password.
All right. Well, I guess yeah, makes the most sense. Especially since it's not really like a message or anything. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming I'm taking everyone there.
Well,
Richard will look under the hood first and just sort of like put his hands all over the engine.
Okay.
And just be like, and then closes it. It's like, everything looks good under the hood. Let's go.
Yeah. You just touch the engine and that's it. It's warm. It's been on for a bit. But yeah, there's room enough in here for all of you, plus a carriage, like extended carriage in the back. So there's room in here for supplies should you find them.
I want to sit in the extended carriage.
That is pretty cool of you. Yes. You you could sit back there and take the rear.
I sit back there and clean my gun.
Cool.
Speaker box gets into shotgun.
Oh, it's a room with wheels. Clever.
They call them cars or automobiles.
But they have legs. But
yeah, but it's because their legs are so slow.
We get tired easily.
So this way, it's like legs that roll, and it would get them there quicker.
Yes.
Just scoots awkwardly in the middle.
In between who?
I'm gonna say in between Richard and Speaker Box.
Okay, great.
Do you like, because are they already in? So then Philip just like, excuse me.
Yeah, pardon me.
Which to me means that all three of them are in the back seat. The love below is in the carriage, and
There's
Alos
nobody
is
seat.
just in the front seat with
All right.
no passenger.
This is the Uber driver.
Yeah.
I got water in the back.
Yeah. You're
You can put whatever music you want.
Here's the aux cable.
If I get scared, sometimes my wings come out. So just cover your face.
I'll be sure to do that.
It's a reflex.
No, it's fine. Do you get car sick also? Is that something you should?
Car?
Motion sickness.
No, I usually fly.
Okay, all right. Figured I'd ask since you're gonna be stuck between us.
What are you afraid of? Just so that we can avoid it.
Well, currently I'm afraid that my people have chosen poorly to defend humanity when there really is no need for us to, and thus bringing forth a horrific prophecy that was given to us by the Lord before he walked away.
Ah.
That's rough,
I
buddy.
I
Wait.
know.
So at this point, we're moving.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. The car. This is the car.
Driving
Alos makes an executive decision to just pull out while this is happening.
And so while on the road, it's just your people.
Yes.
Is it not clear that we aren't human? I say like through the little like back window.
I mean,
I put on this outfit to fit in, and I think it's working.
as of right now, do they not look humanoid?
So
Okay.
why don't you tell me exactly what they look like in this current state?
Philip's eyes are exactly like this, where they're like unnaturally white.
Yeah.
There is a pinkish blue hue to the lips that's clearly not makeup. Every now and then, if you pay attention, the rest of the skin sometimes looks like the lips, but it kind of goes back. He's wearing just a very elaborate zoot suit in the middle of this like war-torn area. It's like bright white. And their mannerisms are just kind of all off.
Yeah.
Like it's not uncommon to catch Philip just dead ass staring at you.
Yeah.
And like when you give that what are you looking at kind of look,
Yeah.
you're just met with confusion. Like
Yeah. What about the Love Below?
So Up Below currently has like locks like up in a bun, and they've got the skin down pretty good. They've got like normal human skin, but they they do have on like a giant cloak, just kind of like covering up the rest, like most of their body. And like every so often you swear you see something like in the back of the cloak like stick up and then like go back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if things were pretty hectic earlier, your eyes may have just not picked up on all of this, but now that you're sitting still in a car and listening and it's very obvious.
My
Yeah,
gun
my
is
life
made
is-
out of like Terminator liquid, by the way. You see it like it's a big anime gun, and it's such like it dissolves like into a pistol. I mean, I like
So
clean
cool.
the pistol, and then it like goes back
Richard
into a big
very
gun.
loud. Richard very loudly says, "Amateurs."
Yeah. And so it's just like no, I just thought y'all were weird.
Oh, that's quite funny because I think all of you are weird.
I am quite certain that all of you are weird and easily broken,
So
annoying,
you're
and kind of pointless, troublesome for sure, confusing, and for sure not mages. But that's about it. That's what I think of.
so you're not human.
Oh heavens, no!
No, heavens no! I get it. That's what they
Right,
call
see,
human.
that's the joke thing.
I wrote that down earlier
It was a good one,
about
I
that.
think.
Yes.
Also, Richard, I'm quite proficient at firearms. I don't think I'm an amateur.
Oh, that wasn't what I was referring to. Don't worry about
Oh.
it, the love blow. You're fine.
Lovely, thank you. I'm glad you recognize my skill, Richard. I appreciate you.
You're
Speaker
very
Box
very
is just like-
talented.
I'm really impressed with your work with the eyes. That was the hardest part for me, but I think I nailed it.
No, they look lovely.
Thank you.
Speaker Box just like has that look of like Lieutenant Dan at the bar, look of like just sitting there, just like.
Yeah.
This
Like,
is my crew.
Squished up
This is my
between.
crew.
This is who we are.
Alos, you are navigating and attempting to navigate towards coordinates without really anything. Speaker Box, you do have the map.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. It's kind of giving them the which direction to go.
Yeah.
And every now and then I just like lean forward, like over the seam, like that way. No, there we go.
Oh, got it. There? Or
Yeah,
this?
that
okay.
direction. That
Got it.
direction. Yeah.
As you drive further and further, having this discussion, you will start to get closer eventually to the city. At that point, you will be able to see in the distance the source of the noises before. And more than just, you do see some like Humvees that are driving back and forth down the highway. But what's more concerning is that off in the distance by where the source of one of the Humvees has come from, you do see a landed spacecraft. It's heavily guarded. Many trucks.
I immediately like train a beat, and I say I could take out 4 of them before they saw us, sir.
No. Wait, that's not necessary yet.
It's
Standing
also.
by.
Ooh, sorry.
I just say standing by.
I think the maybe that password you got. I think it might be to that thing over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be.
Yeah. All right. We got 2 options here. And he gets out of the truck and kind of like looks down. Are they like over a ledge looking it over?
So you are, you're kind of like at the edge of a turn. And you can see it just off in the distance. It is not in the location of the coordinates. Not quite. The coordinates are still going to take you a little bit further down this road. And now that you're getting closer, you think you do know where it's headed. There is still an active military base that is here where the coordinates are.
Oh. Huh. Okay. All right. We got an active military base, we got a spaceship, and we got a password. I would like to recall military knowledge and try to think of a tactic of why that spaceship is there and probably the relation of the military base. Basically try to perceive, maybe probably to investigate why, if there's any link between the two.
You want to try to just guess that from what you have?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How do you want to put this together? Just with your smarts?
I would maybe intelligence and perception.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
So, D6.
While that's happening, can I hand the piece of paper to Philip and just go, you have your notes, right? Can you copy this down?
Oh.
Of course. I copy it down on my notebook, and I would actually like to use one of my special abilities which is a moment of certainty where I kind of take a look at this thing and I'm able to more clearly understand who wrote it, what it's for, and what its purpose is, and how we can best utilize it.
Okay. So you're gonna roll your key work.
Mm-hmm.
You are gonna roll your perception, and you are gonna add your moment of certainty
Heck yeah.
ability. We are rolling our first special ability of the game. I'm very excited
So
about
that's
this.
a D10, which I got a 9 for.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
My perception, so let's see here. I don't know. I had D12 for a moment of certainty. Give me a second. Yeet. So I got a 9 and a 4.
You should have three 9, 4, and what's the third?
Oh, okay. So that's what the D12 is. Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
Shoot, it's another 4. So 9, 4, and 4.
Dang, that's a good roll.
I know what that is. Yeah. Okay.
17.
I knew
math?
it. I knew it.
Nah.
No, I was testing to see if I knew it.
Okay. With a 17, you sort of have a quiet moment where you back away from all of this. The paper, while in your hand, is now miles and miles away. You can still see it, like sort of in the distance as you back up infinitely into space. Looking around at the new scope of your surroundings, you see the ship as it landed. You see a well-decorated general step out, and you see him commanding an army. On the other side, you see a couple of soldiers as they frantically lock up a heavily supplied locker. They look panicked. They look afraid. They lock it up, and then they bravely take a stand. Their last, as more soldiers show up.
Well, I can tell you there is a fully stocked storeroom that was guarded until it was guarded no longer. One group of humans killed another group of humans from the looks of it. That's just the way of these things. Should we go now?
What? Yeah, that's a lot of information that we could use. How long ago were you able to see that from?
Oh. Time. Right. That's a thing. Okay. How do I you're so short-lived.
Man, that's just assuming, but no, go right ahead.
I would say it was a couple of, what do you call one of where the thing spins the planet?
A day. A day is what you.
Well, there's days, which is when the
No,
where they
it's the
can't
one
see
we're
the sun.
on when like that spun
All the way
a couple
around.
times. Not all the way around, because that's a more decent amount of time, I would say.
I think it's a day.
That might have been it. So, how many days was it since this thing landed?
It is hard for you to tell. You're correct. It's odd for you to perceive time like this, but it's just about 2 days.
I think there were about 2 rotations of this rock.
2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Between now and then, whatever happened between over there and that military base,
One of the humans looked to be important, I guess.
Important. All right. Were they wearing medals or anything?
Oh yes, they were wearing basic elements on their
And any of the
material.
medals, did
Mhm.
they look like this? And I described what like a major's medal would look like.
Yes.
Okay, it's probably someone high ranking walking through this place.
Mm-hmm. And the humans that died were aware of it, and they fought regardless. A pretty stupid decision.
Now, hold on.
Yes,
It wasn't stupid of them, what they did.
it wasn't,
No, it wasn't stupid.
No,
But
it
they-
wasn't.
but they knew they were going to die,
No, that's the thing. They knew they were gonna die.
and they chose to do that.
Yeah, but that's not being stupid. That's called being brave.
Really?
Yes. In that case, because they knew the odds were against them. And they were doing their best because they wanted to protect whatever was in that box.
Why?
To be stupid would just to give up and walk away from it, knowing the odds were against them.
No,
And not even
that's
try.
no, that's wisdom. That's staying alive and doing what's necessary to make sure that you can do more things later.
There's a point. They could have lived to fight another day about the box.
Thank you.
And you're absolutely right about that. They could have easily lived to fight another day, but
I mean, maybe they understood that they're so short-lived that it didn't matter anyway.
look, they sacrificed themselves to try to protect the box.
Sacrifice?
Bigger
Yes.
box. It's hard to explain these kind of things to them. They haven't been here for a very long time.
That's true. Look,
You remember.
yeah, I know. Like, look, though. What they did, let's just say it was reckless. And now we're going to have to go in there and, make up for what they did. Try to get these supplies back and get whatever is in that box.
I think there's a lesson to be learned here. And he's just gonna look at the love below.
Yes. What's the lesson?
That sometimes doing things that these people admire is dumb, but they don't understand that.
Oh,
They know we can hear them, right?
Yes,
it's
I
a
know.
good thing we're using the whisper voice you talked about.
Yeah,
People
when they
can't
talk
hear you.
like this, they act like they can't hear you. So
I think it's a
just-
politeness thing. They just, you.
politeness.
Yes. Like when a higher up is speaking, but you haven't been addressed yet, so you wait.
Oh, but God's been gone for a while.
Well, yes, exactly. But if they weren't, then we would wait.
So what other higher up is there?
Well, the commander's here, and I point at speaker box.
That's not God.
Well, no, but it is the current structure of the setting we found ourselves in.
Oh, we're playing make-believe with the humans. I'll respect their authority.
Yes.
Richard laughs really loud at all of this, and he's just like,
Oh, we missed another human joke.
yes, you did. The love below, you did. It's okay, though. It's
Hello?
okay.
Driving human, how are we doing?
Alos looks into the camera just like Jim Harper.
Yeah.
Jim Halper. Just doing okay.
Do you have a name, driving human?
Yes, my name is Alos.
Oh, like alloy.
Yes, but with an S.
Alloys.
No. No. Like you it's a little uncommon. Do you know the name Alice?
Yes. Like that story.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Alos, not instead of Alice.
You've lost me, but I suppose it's your name and I'll respect it.
Is that human one of the higher ups? Are you a higher up human?
No, probably not. No, but that doesn't mean you disassemble me. Please don't do that.
Why would we disassemble you? You haven't done anything to have that done to you. Have you?
I did come to this car with the promise of being able to disassemble a human.
Oh, we'll be disassembling something.
And who promised you that?
Is
It's
that
like
not
an-
why we're here?
Unspoken contract.
I may
There's
have
gonna-
hinted that
there's
there would
gonna
be some disassembling.
There's gonna be no disassembling of people in this car. There's a strict rule inside this
Oh
car.
no, not in this car. Outside the car when we get to
don't-
the compound.
I don't care where the human is. I mean, I just want to disassemble one.
Speaking of which, I think we're close. I don't want to go any further
yeah.
to alert them of our presence.
Yeah, let's stop here.
Yeah. Alos, if you want to continue driving after this point to get closer, we're going to have to try to make some checks to see if we can keep the car quiet.
Sure. Yeah.
And out of the way.
Okay.
Drive casually.
Yeah. If it means that we save some time, sure, I will do that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to say that this will be covert and your agility.
Agility. Okay. What about planetary vehicles?
Ooh, planetary vehicles works.
Okay. So that's that, and that's a D6 and a D8. So give me
Nice.
one. Right. D6 and D8. 4 and 6 total. 10.
That's not bad at all. All right. You kind of look down at the car, and like before, like right in the place on the car's dashboard where you had pat it before to like say like, hey buddy, right in that spot, you notice that there is like a set of buttons that have kind of been like, hardwired in after the manufacturing has been completed.
Yeah.
And you kind of just gently tap a few of these buttons, and you notice that the headlights dim, the interior of the car dims, and the engine goes very quiet. The car still continues to drive, but it does seem like it is hushed.
Okay. Cool. Then, so continuing that, and just, okay. I don't think they can hear us. So I'm going to go a little bit further.
Yeah.
Just tell me when to stop.
You drive up into the back end of this military base. When you arrive, you can see that one side is very busy. There's lots of loading and unloading happening at the gate. But that seems to be the only spot right now that is heavily popularized. There are places that are still quiet, including a back entrance.
Point that out and recommend. So if it were me, I'd go in through there, but I also don't know your motioning to everyone. Lethality?
I'm quite lethal.
And I'll look
I
over.
designed us to be.
Ooh. I'll take your word for it. And I'll look over to speaker box and just go. I can wait by the car. I can go with. I don't.
Nah, you're coming with us.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get your feet wet somehow, right?
Okay.
We'll be getting in water during this mission.
Oh my god, nope. Nope.
I don't
Turn of phrase.
understand.
Turn of phrase. One of those turn of phrases.
Turn of.
Oh gosh.
It's a saying that doesn't mean
Oh,
anything.
thank you.
Don't worry
Richard.
about
You
it.
were quite helpful.
It's okay. I'm glad I'm helping.
I like Richard.
And
I
just
say
for
to no
clarity
one in
of my
particular.
notes, just for clarity of my notes, that was turn of, not turn up phrase, right?
Turn of phrase.
Turn up phrase is a completely different thing. You know, turn up is
I will make a
different.
note for that to be filled later.
You can ask me about that. I'll show you what that means exactly when we get back home at the bar.
Richard, you are just such a lovely person.
Thank you.
Getting out of the car here, you have a lot of quiet space between you and the building. The car from the outside is silent. Speaker box, you see, like scoping around you, you see that the back gate is locked, but it's locked with what appears to be a regular old padlock. Nothing fancy.
Look around. Walk up to the padlock. And I'd like to roll to pick the lock as I put my hand around the lock and I just squeeze it really hard.
That
I'd like to pick the lock.
yeah. Strength and
Can I?
unarmed combat
Can I also roll covert?
and covert. You also want to try to do that while being quiet. All right, so I am going to increase my dice pool, but yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Oh, there's no D2 and D20. I'll just okay. For the strength, I got a 7.
Okay.
Unarmed combat. That's not right. I guess how did I get a 7?
Wait, I was like, wait, what?
What? No.
Roll20 loves you that much.
Yeah, roll 20.
Did it just roll you a 7 on a d6?
Yeah, it did. I don't know why.
I'm confused. Yeah, I'm trying to look.
Sorry, it's a 7. GM, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a 7. If roll
It's a
20 says
7.
it's a 7, it's a 7.
And yeah. And let's say let me just try this.
That's what happens when you put a little extra
And a
stank
1.
on it.
I put some stanked on it. So 1 + 2 + 7, that is 10.
And the 1 is for covert, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you say, I'm going to pick the lock, and you just crush the lock. The lock does snap and fall apart. I wouldn't say loudly, but it does make a crunching of metal sound.
And
that's pretty unavoidable.
And I am actually trying my best to make it look like I really picked the lock and I just didn't brute strength it, ripped it off or anything.
It's powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lock falls to the ground at your feet, and the gate just kind of slides open.
Oh man, I did it. I picked the lock, guys. Come on, let's go.
Did it sound?
I will
Just
immediately follow behind.
Okay. Inside.
Richard will be bringing up the rear.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be in between everyone because everyone seems more lethal than me.
Yeah. Inside, it is dark. There is a hallway leading down to a series of rooms. Some look more like your regular office doors, but you do see one that's a set of double doors, heavily locked.
This doesn't look like locks I could pick.
I could kick the door open.
Yeah, try that. Try this. Kick the door open. Let's see what happens.
I go to kick the door open.
Which door do you kick open?
The double. I assume the double doors.
The double
Yeah.
doors? Okay. Go ahead and roll for that. We'll use, I mean, you can use strength athletics or unarmed combat.
So strength, and then you said
Either athletics or unarmed combat. And if you're trying to stay quiet, we're going to add a covert to that.
nope. So I will roll strength, which is a D10, and then I got a 6 on that, and then unarmed combat, which is a D6. I got a 4 on that, so that is 10. 6 plus 4, 10. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Nice.
Yep.
Making a lot of noise back here, but you do kick it, and the doors kind of like they open outwards. So when you kick them, they just kind of crush in on themselves, and then as they fall open just slightly.
Can I hearing how loud we're being, can I just be on the alert for any like if there's anyone following us or if we've alerted anyone like
Loud,
Yeah.
we're being so quiet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely. Please roll me alertness perception.
alertness perception? Okay, so that's a D12 plus 2 on my alertness.
Mm-hmm.
And perception is a D6. And that puts me at, did they roll? 8.
Okay. All right, good. What are the rest of you doing now that the doors have flung open?
Are there any other doors basically around?
Yeah, there's a couple more down this hallway. They're not double doors, but they're single doors.
Does one of them give the signs of being a place of import?
That's hard to tell. It seems a little subjective. Compared to the double doors, probably not.
Okay. In which case, the one that just went down, I'm just gonna walk through it.
Okay. You walk in. Do the rest of you follow?
I follow, yeah.
I also follow.
Okay. So, looking in here, there is an old computer, the big ones, with dials, lots of buttons. But there also is a big storage locker. Philip, the one that you saw, for sure.
Classic looking computer.
I am going to walk up to the computer and just full on like lick one of the controls.
Yeah, like something for
And-
sure.
And then I would like to attempt to activate it.
What are
Speaker
you?
Box was looking at Philip like he was expecting something really like deep and technical to happen, and then it just looks. He's like, nope. Okay.
What do you do to try to make it happen?
So he, in his moments of clarity, he usually gets it if like a sense is triggered, and like he's not seeing anything, hearing anything, feeling anything. So it's just like kind of like tasting it to see if that triggers something. And then he's just going to kind of go off of instincts and just start flipping dials.
All right. All right. If it's off your instincts, so I would say you could do intelligence or you could try to do willpower depending on how you feel about this. If you're just trying to like will it into existence.
We're definitely doing intelligence.
Okay, intelligence and then technical engineering?
Yeah, okay, so that's a D8 and a D6.
This is like engineering in the loosest form.
In the very
Yeah.
loosest form.
So I got 9 total.
9 total. Okay. I am going to say that this is what happens. Um, what happens is you lick the control panel, and
Bleh.
you are going to you're going to take a point of damage
That's fair.
as you get an electric shock that actually pulls all that pinkish blue out into your skin for just a moment before it like settles back in. But the electrical spark will turn on the computer.
I am still an instrument of God, and He moves through me.
Speaker box.
Richard will stand next to the on switch, like just be like, you didn't have to lick it, and just sort of like points at the on switch, if there is one.
At this moment, Alos, you watch that stunning display happen in front of you, and you feel just the slightest inkling behind you. And you turn around just as an officer rounds the corner from the other end of the hallway and steps around, freezes, and grabs for a walkie-talkie that's clipped to his shoulder, beginning
Gonna run in and bat the walkie out of their hands.
Okay. Go for it. You're gonna try to do that. I'm gonna say probably with like a either strength or agility.
Okay.
And unarmed
There's
combat.
Agility and unarmed combat. That is a D2. I'm just gonna. That is a 4 total.
4 total.
4 total.
You run over there and try to grab at it, and he just kind of like puts an elbow out and doesn't have to, and just kind of. We're gonna need Dafton Wolf. I've got 1, 2. I don't know how many. Quick. And he's going to drop the walkie-talkie and pull out a pistol.
So no one has any qualms if I disassemble this human then?
Don't do anything. Don't move. Don't go anywhere.
I walk up right up to this person aiming the gun at us. I just walk right up to them.
They have a little red bead on their head.
Just relax a bit. I need you to relax. All right.
It's too late. He's on his way.
Say the word, Commander.
Kid, no. And shoot to stun.
I shoot to stun.
Okay.
I do that.
You I mean, I don't know that that's a thing. You shoot. So you're gonna do a strength and gun. Strength and gun roll.
Strength and gun.
Also, hello Raiders.
Hello, Raiders.
Hey,
D10,
Raiders.
10.
The whole
D6,
time
1,
Alice is just
11.
like
I take shoot to stun to mean don't kill. And
Yeah,
so I
just
aim
don't
for
kill.
like I aim for like a really fatty part of the shoulder or something.
Sure, you shoot him.
I don't know human bodies really, but
Yeah, sure. You shoot him in a non-lethal area of the body, but you shoot him a lot.
oh yes,
and
it's like four quick shots. Like it's like both arms and both legs. Like get down.
he goes down yelling, and you hear the walkie-talkie come over and goes, Ksh. Sorry, what was that?
I look over.
Richard grabs it. Richard grabs it after hearing the voice of the guy speaking, uses keywork to change his voice to sound like the one speaking and says, false alarm, if that's
Use
possible.
your keywork plus linguist.
Okay. So that is a. Let me just get a moment. That is an 8 plus 2, 10 for the keyword. And what was the other one?
Linguist.
Linguist. Where's my linguist? Ah, that's a D4. Okay.
Low-key
That's
been
a
listening
12.
to Coheed this whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And
Well-
That is a 12.
A 12?
Yes. Because
And
my keyword is 12 plus 2. And my linguist is a D4. So I got a 10 and 2.
Richard's voice completely changes. Not like a accent or a disguise. It is as though he had his voice box replaced. And what do you say in that man's voice?
I say, sorry, just false alarm. There was nobody here. It was just some shadows playing tricks on me.
And he looks up at you horrified and just 2 arms lifts the pistol up at you. It says, "The fuck are you?"
And I just punch him to like get him to like knocked out. Like
Stop
a
that.
big, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Actually, can I disassemble the human now?
No, don't disassemble this human. Just tie him up and stash him away someplace.
Okay.
do I knock him out like with my punch?
Yeah,
I guess?
you know, it's pretty easy. Yeah, he's just got shot a bunch. He lost a bunch of blood. You bopped him on the head. He goes down pretty quick. He's
Can I? Oh, I'm sorry.
no. What were you gonna say?
Philip was gonna ask Richard, can I see that human's device? In the gun that you took?
Richard hands it over.
Looks at it, smells it, and then like immediately after smelling it, just kind of twirls it. Okay, I know how to use it now. Just puts it in his back pocket.
No, Speaker Rock doesn't look surprised by that. I don't look surprised by any of this. You know, seeing some things.
I'm like tying the person up as
Yeah.
I was told.
You tie him up and have a little bit more time to check out this room. And over that intercom comes over again like, "Shh. You sure you're all right?"
Richard replies, "Yeah."
All right, don't be so fucking scared of shadows next time. We'll come
just
relieve
doesn't
you
res-
in a moment.
Just doesn't respond.
All right. And we will end our session there. You're inside this military base. You have a tied up soldier there. And we'll see what happens next time. Thank you for everybody who showed up, all of the raiders. Thank you so much. If you missed part of it, don't worry, the VOD will be up. Can we just really quick go around and say where to find you all elsewhere on other channels? We'll go opposite direction this time. Austin, starting with you.
Starting with me, hi, I'm Austin. You can find me on Twitter at Sailor Scout Austin. That's at Sailor SCT Austin. If I'm not here, you can find me on my podcast usually every Wednesday. It's called Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. It's Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. Get it wherever you get podcasts. I say usually because I've been on a little bit of a breaky break, as most of the cast now, but I've just been on a break from projects and stuff. This is my first thing back.
Welcome back.
I'll be back on the podcast next week. So
Glad to have you here.
yeah, and then Mondays you'll start seeing me over on the Friends for Roll Dice playing Mind and Martyr. That is at 9, also at 9 p.m. So see me there Monday at 9 p.m. See me here Tuesday at 9 p.m. See my podcast Wednesday, wherever you get podcasts. Follow me on Twitter. That's it.
Voila. And you can see Austin's links in the chat. Let's move it over to Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally. You can find me on Twitter at WALLE132, like the cute little Disney robot. You can also find me over at Infinite RPG Mondays, playing some Flames of Freedom, a nice Y-hander system-based, takes place in 1776. It's cultists, demons, Boston, mom, who knows? Tune in to find out what happens next. And then Tuesday, you can find me here playing this fun game in this fun universe. And then every other Sunday, you can find me over the Killer DMs channel playing some Sunset City Mass at 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome. Glyza.
Hello, hello. So, as I mentioned earlier, I am the podcast host of Classical Adventures for One, which is a podcast about classic books with a little bit of drama and a whole lot of trivia. Basically, I will be discussing different classic books, reading them dramatically with some guest stars, and also discussing trivias about it. Season 2 is still in the works. Season 1 is all about Alice's adventures in Wonderland. Season 2 is going to be about Agatha Christie and all of the, the world that she has written about. I am also on a lot of TTRPG streams. Man, that word is hard. I'm on here. I'm on the Bear Pen. I'm on Kira's channel. So you can find all of my links on bio.link/classical Glyza. You can find all of the links there. I'm also very, very, very active on Twitter. I know Twitter, my Twitter is like a podcast Twitter, but I just shit post a lot on there. So if you like that, you can follow me on there. But yeah, so that's all about me.
Woo! Noir.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm a whole Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Please show me some love on Twitch because Twitch is not. On Mondays, you can find me over on Follow Black Cats Gaming for Cursed Captains of Cthulhu, where I play a exorcist named Papa Sad Soul, who may have just merged his consciousness with the Kraken, so that's fun. On Tuesdays, you can find me right here. On Wednesdays, you can find me at Faith Worship Academy, where I play a wood elf named Doka who became a werewolf. Bad things are happening to my characters.
Oh my god.
On Saturday mornings, you can find me over on Critical Misses for Morning Ritual. We just had our first live show, and that is what we're going to be showing this Saturday. So if you didn't get a chance to catch us during Gen Con, you can find our live show this Saturday at our usual time. And on Sunday, I'm doing something. Well, it hasn't started yet, but I am the producer for the next season of Rivals of Waterdeep. So please, please, please show those fantastic folks some love. I'm super duper excited. And I'm just gonna start announcing it here. I'm actually gonna start to put together some one shots for my Urban Shadows game, Trouble in the Second City. I'm looking to have a variety of cast members every episode, so you're going to see all your favorites as various monsters of the dark in the undercity of Chicago. And it's no secret that my favorite monster of all time is werewolves, so we're going to see that going. But that's me.
Werewolf crew, a woo crew. Absolutely. And Kappa.
Okay, hold on really quick. That sounds awesome. Let me be a werewolf, please.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kappa. You can find me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris. I'm a streamer. I do some voice acting stuff. I do some producing stuff. Play video games on my Twitch channel. But for all those announcements, you can whenever I go live and stuff, twitter.com/the Kappa Chris. I'm also the pink-haired one. I'm not really pink right now, but the pink-haired one over at Friends Who Roll Dice, and we just wrapped up a fun weekend of for BIPOC Vamp Day, doing charity streams for clean access to clean water, along with a whole bunch of other really wonderful, fun things. Also mentioned we have Mondays of what was it of the Mind and Martyr. Bleh. Mind and Martyr. And starting in October, we're going to be streaming an Invisible Sun game GM'd by the lovely Mare. Where else can you find me? On Wednesday nights, starting at 6 p.m. PST, Revenge of the Crit, a D&D game skinned for the Star Wars universe, set in between episodes 2 and 3 during the Clone Wars. And Roads Uncharted, a actual play podcast, the first actual play podcast set in the Genesis system. We just wrapped up season 3, and we have some in between season content with some fun guests and some meta stuff. Have you ever played a game, a TTRPG in a TTRPG?
Oh,
Look forward to that.
the dream.
With some really great GMs. But again, twitter.com/thecapachris for all of the fun announcements that I've got going on.
Yay! And I'm Diana. I'm here. You're already here. So great. You can find me here. You can find me on Twitter. I'm always Super Dylan, everywhere on the internet. And if you want to find out everything that I'm doing, you can go to superdylan.com. The link is right there in the chat. Right now, we're going to send a raid over to Persephoroth, who that's not an invalid name. I just spelt it wrong.
Effie lied and said she wasn't streaming, but she is streaming.
She's streaming. So we're gonna go and raid Sephi. Let's give her a lot of
warmth
and happiness and coziness, because it looks like she's doing a pajama stream.
Such a good idea.
And we will see you next Tuesday. VOD will be up in a couple of days. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for this wonderful cast.